You're listening to Independent TV 7. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. And also don't forget to click on the bell icon to get more notifications. Thanks for watching. You're listening to Independent TV 7. Yes, it is real. As a Yoruba Nation said, Igboho wants his supporters to embrace dialogue, says a lawyer. Yomi Aliyu, counsel to Sunday Adeyemo, a youth leader better known as Sunday Igboho, says his client has appealed to Yorubas to embrace the dialogue in the pursuit of self-determination. After 9 months in detention in Cotonou, Republic of Benin, Sunday Igboho was released on a Monday on health grounds or health issues. The youth leader was arrested in Cotonou on his way to Germany in July 2021, July 19th, over alleged falsification of his passport. Before his arrest in Cotonou, his house in Soka area of Ibadan was raided by the Department of State Services DSS, after which he was declared wanted for allegedly stockpiling weapons in his residence. According to a statement signed by his lawyer, Igboho thanked all those who stood by him while he was in detention. He also said he will continue to preach against the war after seeing what is happening in Ukraine following the invasion of Ukraine by Russia. Sunday Igboho, also known as Sunday Adeyemo, thanked all that are supporting him, especially his leaders, Banji Akintoye and Wale Adenino, and all Nigerians, especially his people in Ilana Odua and its affiliates, seeking self-determination. And the statement reads, he appreciates Dele Momodu being the only Yoruba man of note that came to visit him in Cotonou prison. Of note, that is of note. So you should note that of note simply goes a long way. Has said it all that if they say some is of note, that means is just the person who he noted. Dele Momodu must have said something reasonable, or must have done something reasonable, must have carried himself along himself, and he is also let me say is a result of Sunday Igboho's Sunday Igboho's release, and that is what it is. So he appreciates Dele Momodu being the only Yoruba man of note that came to visit him in Cotonou prison. He continues to preach against war, seeing what is happening in Ukraine and some parts of Igbo land in Nigeria. He employed all, especially his kinsmen who are Yorubas or from Yorubas at home and in diaspora, to embrace dialogue in their quest for self-determination without eating up the very fragile situation in Nigeria. Oh my God. This is what I'm saying. I always talk about the God factor. Dialogue. He said he employed all the people in Yoruba land, or Nigerians, all, as I said, especially his kinsmen from the Yoruba land at home and in diaspora, has to embrace dialogue. What that dialogue simply means, if you want to embrace dialogue, from one man to another, from your fellow man to your fellow man, depending on how you want to do it, that is the God factor, the beneficiary factor. The number one beneficiary factor, it's the love your neighbor as yourself, the dialogue. So if you do not love your neighbor as yourself, you won't want to give a chance to dialogue or for dialogue. Or you love God, and then if you love your neighbor as yourself, you love God. Aside from that, and that's why I say this, he employed all and sundry. That yes, either you are in diaspora or you are in Nigeria internationally, said they should embrace a peace dialogue in their quest for self-determination without heating up the very fragile situation in Nigeria. Aliyu added that his client believes that self-determination will be achieved without a fragile or firing a bullet, or without a fragile height. You don't need to fire a bullet, like what the president of the United States said. Joe Biden said the only solution to the insurgency in the country called Nigeria, or the violation of human rights by those entities, is through dialogue. Because these do not agree, these do not agree, that do not agree, you do not agree, until we come together and form a formidable force, to come together and unite ourselves. I said Donald Trump. Joe Biden said, Buhari, your problem is not even a problem. The way you see it is not a problem. The way Nigerians see problem is not a problem. In Nigeria itself do not have problem. Or rather, I would say Nigerians do not have problem. It is the leaders who have acted with impunity, who have really done havoc for its citizens. That is what it is. So when Joe Biden told Buhari to go back to the drawing board, Hausa, Igbo, Yoruba come together and dialogue. That is what Sunday Igboho is saying here. Sunday Igboho only went to Benin Republic on God's volition, on God's direction. He may not know, but he has learned a whole lot. I said in my previous article that Sunday Igboho himself would have learned so many. The Yorubas will say, Ọlọ́run ní fi ṣe. So he should go and learn. He too talked too much. As in, if you say someone talks too much, he has really given hint to the devourer, to the cankerworm to eat upon his prowess, and that's why he was being indicted. And but notwithstanding, it only took a while. He would have been released very, very far or earlier, or rather, he wouldn't have been arrested in a nutshell. So, in this article, I would say Sunday Igboho has realized some of his mistakes, and part of his mistake, and he would correct it. But in other words, some would say actions, the words of our mouth speak louder. But notwithstanding, as he has said, dialogue, so he understands. So that was what he would have done earlier. As you are eating the leg, you are blowing the breeze. And so it will be. So because the situation Nigeria is now is in a fragile situation, and it won't be good if we still think kinetic approach is what we can resolve the problem. Same as what is happening in in the northern part of the country, Boko Haram, killing people. If the government really wants to settle the issue, it's not rigid, it's not kinetic, it's not analog. What they need to do is dialogue. Let everybody come together. Democracy is the government of the people, for the people, and by the people. Everybody needs to unite. And the democracy is the government of God, which is the only religion. I would say God factor, which has given us a power to tremble upon serpents and some other things. But notwithstanding, that is English. But notwithstanding, I would say the government of the people, for the people, by the people, is the democracy we practice. We adopted democracy from the United States of America. Now, we are not ready to even practice what we preach. So we adopted democracy. We are trying to go back to the autocratic system of governance. And if there is an autocratic or autocracy in United Kingdom, that means they are hearing from God. Because Queen is the one that would disseminate the information to the Prime Minister. Prime Minister will carry it, level it to the governors, split. But it must be one voice. So they believe the Queen is hearing from God. So anything the Queen says is final. And that's how they see it in the United Kingdom. In the US also, they see it as God factor. They might not, receive from one source, disseminate to Prime Minister, but they agree together to receive from God. So they will disseminate it whichever way they want to do it. So the process might be different, but the same result is what they're going to get. So if two or more are gathered in my name, if they agree, I will be there. That was what God said in the Bible. That was okay. So in Trinity, God works in dimension or different dimension. We have the God the Father, God the Son, and God the Holy Spirit. Hope you can get it. And it says democracy is the government of the people, for the people, and by the people. Three people cannot form two except they agree. Can you see? If God has said it in His word, that's the Trinity. But for me not to go further, don't let me, infuriate some persons. We're not talking about religion here. We're not talking about Christianity here. We're not talking about Islam here, because all these are just a distraction, to so many people that do not understand. But for those that understood, yes, they will follow it vividly. Well, this is where I'm going to draw the curtain. I'd like you to share your views in the comment section. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel at Independent TV 7, and also don't forget to click the bell icon to receive more notification. Thanks for watching.